Let's start learning maths together. Do subscribe, share and like our channel and press bell icon to get notification when we post our new videos.
Hello everyone. In this session, let us discuss on the topic quadratic equations. In this chapter, 1 marks, 2 marks, also 3 marks questions may arrive in examination. So, here we will learn some basics, then methods of solving quadratic equation, also nature of roots of quadratic equation. We have already studied certain type of equations. Those are nothing but linear equation, then quadratic equations, cubic equations, so like this, so on. So these equations we have learned, and also we have learned about their general forms. General form are nothing but actually in which form the equations are. So linear equations, the equations of the form ax plus b is equal to 0. Here a and b are nothing but any integer and x is nothing but a variable. And so here for a linear equation must and should a should not be equal to 0. That means the coefficient of x should not be equal to 0 here. Now let's see about the degree of these equations. So linear equation has a variable x and the highest power of this variable is nothing but 1 here. That means the degree of this equation is 1. Then the number of solutions the equation has. So for linear equation, degree is 1. As many the number of degrees, that many number of solutions a particular equation has. That means the linear equation has degree 1. Next, come to quadratic equation. The equations which are of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So these type of equations are called quadratic equation. So here the condition is a should not be equal to 0. That means the coefficient of x square should not be equal to 0. But here coefficient of x can be 0. That means b can be 0 or c can be 0. But the coefficient of x square, that means a should not be equal to 0. And degree of this equation, the highest power is 2. So degree is 2 here. And number of solutions are nothing but 2. Same way cubic equation is nothing but which is of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So same way, so here a should not be equal to 0. That means coefficient of x cube should not be equal to 0 and its degree is 3 and number of solutions are also 3. So among these equations we are learning particularly about the quadratic equation. Now let's see about the next we'll see how to find the solution of quadratic equations. So solution of quadratic equation is nothing but finding the value of variable. It is also known as the zeros of quadratic equation or roots of quadratic equation. So basically there are 3 methods here we are going to discuss. So in that first method, finding the solution of quadratic equation, first method is factoring method. Then we have formula method of solving quadratic equation and completing square method. So in this, first one is factoring method. Factoring method is nothing but very fastest and easiest method. So every quadratic equation can be solved using factoring method, but some quadratic equation cannot be factorized. So in the case which cannot be factorized, so we can go for formula method. So in formula method, so we are using the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula is nothing but x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is called quadratic formula. Using this formula, we can find the zeros of quadratic equation. Then third one is completing square method. So here we can make use of the perfect squares like a plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square form, or a minus b whole square, which is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So these are nothing but called a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square are nothing but the perfect squares. So this, by converting the quadratic equation into this perfect square form, we can find the solution of quadratic equation. So first here, now we will discuss on nature of roots of quadratic equation. The quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. This is the formula that we have already learnt. So in this formula, the part b square minus 4ac, so this is called discriminant of the quadratic equation. It is called discriminant. So this discriminant will decide the nature of roots of quadratic equation. So discriminant will decide the nature of roots. If discriminant value is, that means discriminant is denoted by delta. If delta is equal to 0, the discriminant value is equal to 0, then nature of roots are nothing but roots are real and same. Both the roots are real and same. If discriminant is greater than 0, that means all positive values, then the roots are real and distinct. That means the roots are real and have both the roots are having different values. If the discriminant is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. The roots have imaginary value. The discriminant is less than 0. That means the value which is under the square root, if its value is less than 0 or less than 0 means negative value, then the root's nature is imaginary. So this is all about the discriminant and the nature of roots. So far we have discussed in this session on the basics, the methods of solving the quadratic equation, and also the nature of roots. In our next session, we will discuss more on the examples, how to solve the quadratic equation on different methods of solution.
So guys, do like, share and subscribe our channel, and your feedback is most important for us. It encourages us to improve ourselves. So please provide your feedback here.
Thank you.
Do subscribe, share and like our channel and press bell icon to get notification when we post our new videos. Thank you.